See, Selenium WebDriver quick tutorial. First topic, introduction to Selenium WebDriver. Next, Selenium WebDriver environment setup. Selenium WebDriver environment setup. Next, web elements and operations on elements. Next, element locators. Next, WebDriver commands. See, it is quick tutorial. Anyhow, in detailed practical chapters, I will show each and every concept in detailed manner. Now just get idea on Selenium WebDriver. Okay, before discussing these topics one by one, first remember Selenium is a suite of software tools. In Selenium suite, we have 4 tools. See, Selenium's tool suite. First one is Selenium IDE. Selenium IDE doesn't have any programming interface, only Selenium commands and element locators. Using Selenium commands and element locators, we can create test cases. Selenium IDE is not suitable for complex test case design, only simple test case design. It is prototype tool. Next, Selenium RC, Selenium remote control. Nowadays it is outdated. Successor of Selenium RC is Selenium WebDriver. Next, Selenium Grid. Selenium Grid is not for test design, only for test execution. For test design, first 3 tools, Selenium IDE or Selenium RC or Selenium WebDriver, anyone you can choose, but Selenium IDE is not suitable for complex test case design. Selenium RC outdated. Next, our only choice is Selenium WebDriver. It is a powerful tool in Selenium suite. See, take Selenium WebDriver. See, first topic, introduction to Selenium WebDriver. Okay. See, first Selenium WebDriver features. We already discussed in first chapter. See once again. Selenium WebDriver is a programming interface, no IDE. Selenium WebDriver is a programming interface. No IDE. No integrated development environment, means no menus, no menu items, no tool features. For each and everything, we need to write the code. If it is Selenium IDE, integrated development environment available, tool features available, for example, recording, etc. Using tool features, you can create and execute test cases. But in Selenium WebDriver, no tool features, only programming interface. Next, Selenium WebDriver supports Selenium WebDriver. Just a minute. Selenium WebDriver supports various operating environments. Various operating environments. For example, our application under test, AUT, application under test, deployed on or installed on Windows. Our application under test supports Windows operating environment installed on Windows. You can use Selenium WebDriver for test automation. Suppose our application under test deployed on Linux, you can use Selenium. Suppose our application installed on Macintosh, you can use Selenium. Say Selenium WebDriver supports Microsoft Windows, Linux, Macintosh, etc. Whereas UFT, formerly QTP, say Selenium and UFT are market competitors. UFT supports only Microsoft Windows. UFT doesn't support Unix or Linux environments. Next, Selenium. Just a minute. Selenium WebDriver supports various programming environments, various programming languages to write programs. In our scenario, program means test script. Say it supports Java, Perl, Python, Ruby, C#.NET, and PHP. Next, you can choose any one of those languages. It supports 6 programming languages: Java, C#.NET, Perl, Python, Ruby, and PHP. Next, Selenium WebDriver supports various browser environments, various browsers. It supports Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, Safari, Opera, etc. It supports all popular browsers, but first three, Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Internet Explorer, these three are the popular browsers, having more than 90% market share. Next, uh, Selenium WebDriver. In Selenium WebDriver, using element locators and WebDriver commands, we can create test cases. Say, using element locators and WebDriver API commands, application programming interface commands, we create test cases. Next, Selenium WebDriver supports batch testing. Next, cross-browser testing, and data-driven testing. Okay, these are the important features of Selenium WebDriver. Are you following, Santosh? Selenium WebDriver.
Yes, sir.
Any queries? Or
No.
Madhavi, are you following?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, drawbacks of Selenium WebDriver. Say, drawbacks. or disadvantages. Drawbacks of Selenium WebDriver. Say it doesn't have IDE, so difficult to create test cases and it takes more time. Say it doesn't have IDE, integrated development environment, no tool features. So some difficult to create test cases. But execution fast. Tool can execute, but for test design, user interaction is mandatory. For test execution, user interaction optional. So difficult to create test cases. Takes more time. Next, it doesn't have built-in result reporting facility. See, it doesn't have built-in result reporting facility, result reporter. Next, no tool integration for test management. For example, UFT, formerly QTP. UFT can be integrated with ALM, application lifecycle management for test management, but it doesn't have, say, it doesn't have, okay, no tool integration, no tool integration, no other tool, no other tool integration for test management. See, these are the major drawbacks of Selenium WebDriver. Next, come to second topic, Selenium WebDriver environment setup. Selenium WebDriver environment setup. Before this, see once again, Selenium WebDriver features. Selenium WebDriver is a programming interface, no integrated development environment, means no tool features. Next, Selenium WebDriver supports various operating environments, Windows, Microsoft Windows, Linux, Macintosh, etc. Next, Selenium WebDriver supports various programming environments to write programs. For example, Java, C#, .NET, Perl, Python, Ruby, and Hypertext Preprocessor, PHP, to write programs. Here in this scenario, program means test script. Next, Selenium WebDriver supports various browsers, Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, Opera, Safari, etc. It supports all popular browsers. Next, how to design test cases in Selenium WebDriver. Using element locators and WebDriver commands, we can create test cases. Next, it supports batch testing, cross-browser testing, and data-driven testing. Next, drawbacks. It doesn't have IDE, so difficult to create test cases, takes more time. Next, it doesn't have built-in result reporting facility. Okay, but we can overcome this drawback using TestNG or JUnit framework annotations. Next, no tool integration for test management. Say no tool integration, but you can use other tools for test management, but no integration between functional test automation tool and test management tool. You have to operate these two tools separately. If it is EFT, EFT can be integrated with ALM, formerly Quality Center. You can directly send defect reports from EFT result window to ALM project. Integration is there. But in Selenium, no no other tool integration for test management. Okay now, Madhuri, shall we move to next topic? Anyhow, it is quick tutorial. Madhuri, not responding. Praveen Rao.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
I'm
Madhuri.
having some problem. I was having some problem earlier. Now it's fixed.
Okay, cool, Madhuri. Praveen Rao, did you follow this concept? First topic in this chapter, Introduction to Selenium WebDriver. Did you follow? Not responding. Santosh followed. Suleiman? Sridevi?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. See, Selenium WebDriver environment setup and write first Selenium test case. First environment setup steps. First programming environment required now. Download Java software. Download Java software and install. Next, download Eclipse IDE and extract. Okay, Pradipal, download Eclipse IDE and extract. No need to install. These are the preliminary steps. Next, download Selenium WebDriver. Java language bindings. Here we are going to use Java, so download Java language binding. If it is Ruby language binding. Java language bindings and add WebDriver jar files, WebDriver Java archive files to Java project where in Eclipse IDE. Next, if you want to conduct cross-browser testing, download Google Chrome, IE, etc. browser drivers. Default driver is Mozilla Firefox. Mozilla Firefox browser is default browser in Selenium. If you want to conduct testing using Google Chrome or Internet Explorer, etc. browsers, you download those browsers and set browser driver path in test cases. No need to install. Say download Chrome, IE and Safari, etc. browser drivers and set path in test cases. Anyhow, that I will explain in cross-browser testing chapter. Here, today we are going to use Mozilla Firefox, the default browser only. If you want to use Google Chrome or IE or Safari, we need to download browser drivers. Okay. Next, first complete the steps. You know how to download Java. First, see Java download. You can download Java from either java.com or oracle.com. Java developed by Sun Microsystems. Now it is subsidiary of Oracle Corporation. Suppose oracle.com. Go to oracle.com website. Here observe Java platform JDK. you click this image link. Here agreement is there. Accept the license agreement. It is freeware, open source only. Next, here select your operating environment. For example, my operating environment Windows 32-bit. For that, Windows x86. Suppose Windows 64. This one. Suppose Solaris, Mac, Linux. See, you click this executable file. Download to hard disk. After downloading, install the software. Okay, we already installed. Next, Eclipse IDE. Eclipse also open source. See, Eclipse IDE. Eclipse IDE for Java Enterprise Edition developers. See here left side, some packages available, different flavors of Eclipse IDE. You can download any one. Here right side, select your operating environment, Windows 32-bit or Windows 64-bit, etc. Then download. After downloading, extract that one. You no need to install. See, after extraction, you can get this folder. Here Eclipse launcher is there. By clicking on this file, you can launch Eclipse IDE. Next, how to confirm Java? Open my computer, see program files. After installation of Java, you can get Java folder in program files directory. Okay. Next, third step, download Selenium WebDriver Java language bindings. Download Selenium WebDriver Java language bindings. See, go to Selenium official site. What is the Selenium official site, Saloni?
seleniumhq.org.
Yes, seleniumhq.org. Go to this one. Here select download tab. Scroll down. Here Selenium WebDriver language bindings. Here Java, C#, Ruby, Python. Here select Java bindings. Download to hard disk. After downloading, extract that one. See, I already downloaded small folder. See, after extraction, you can get this this folder. Here jar files available. Next, add WebDriver jar files to Java project in Eclipse IDE. Observe the navigation. Observe the navigation, Madhavi. First, select Java project SRC. Right click. Build path. Configure build path. Here select libraries tab. Add external jars. Next, select Selenium. Here first add these two jars. Open. Next, again add external jars. Open this libs folder. Select all jars. Open. Apply. Okay. Okay now. Guide me, Madhuri, how to add WebDriver jar files to Java project in Eclipse IDE. Guide me. Madhuri, guide me.
Java 5. Not sure,
My
sir.
question is, concentrate. My question is, add, already I added. Just repeat the navigation. Add Selenium WebDriver jar files to Java project in Eclipse IDE. Can you tell me, Santosh?
Select select the Java project, right click.
Right click.
Build path,
build path,
configure build path,
configure build path,
go to libraries,
libraries tab,
add external
add
jars,
external jars. Next here, open Selenium folder, downloaded folder, select these jars, open. Next, once again,
click
slips folder,
again,
select all jars,
select all.
open, apply, okay.
Okay.
Okay na? Any confusion, Madhuri?
No, sir.
Next, verify
No,
the
sir. Now I
environment.
understand.
Say we downloaded Java and installed. Next, we downloaded Eclipse IDE and extracted. After extraction, we got this Eclipse folder. Here, Eclipse launcher is there. Click this Eclipse launcher. You can launch Eclipse IDE. After that, add Selenium WebDriver jar files to Java project. Next, verify the environment. Write one test case. Observe, observe the navigation. My test case is observe Sridevi. First step, launch the browser. Launch the browser. Next, navigate to www.gcrit.com/build3/admin. See our sample project admin. Click this one, select this one. Next, here admin login. Enter username. Username admin, small letters. Next, enter password. Password admin at 123. Click login. Observe. Now URL is gcrit.com build3/admin login php. This is login page. After login, you can get index page. By checking this URL, you can confirm login functionality. Otherwise, after login, you can get log off link right side top. By checking the existence of log off link, you can confirm login functionality. See different ways available. Otherwise, you capture this URL and compare with expected. Our expected is after login, you can get index page. Before login page. This is my test case. Manual test case. Okay. Just a minute. First, I will write steps. Try to understand. Manual test case. For example, test case ID. See, you can use any unique name. GCR shop. It is online shopping portal. Underscore admin module underscore suppose TC test case 001. Next, test case name. Test case name. Verify admin login functionality. Next, test steps. Can you tell me test steps, Praveen Rao? I already navigated now. Tell me the steps. First step,
Launch the browser.
launch the browser. This is first step. Launch the browser. Next,
And
navigate to this URL up to this one. Just a minute. Admin. Navigate to so and so URL. Next.
And user ID.
Enter username. Next. Enter.
Password.
Just a minute. Enter password. Next. Click login button. Click login button. Login button. These are the normal steps. Next, input data. Input data. Username. Admin. Username admin. Password. Admin at 123. Next, verification point. Point or points, here single verification only. In some test cases, multiple verification points also. Here verification point. What is the verification point? Capture.
The logout.
Capture the URL after login. After login to application and compare with expected. What is the expected? Just a minute. Expected. This one. See, first you manually operate this one and get verification point. Input data. You must know the input data. Expected. Next, test results. Test result. After execution. Pass or fail. Test result after execution. Okay. During execution, you can get actual. See, capture the URL. This is actual. During execution, you can get actual and compare with expected. After execution, test result, pass or fail. Okay, now, Santosh, did you follow this manual test case?
Yes, sir.
Sridevi?
Yes, sir.
Okay, where is Prudvipal? Okay, Prudvipal. Next, Selenium test case. Selenium WebDriver test case. Okay, you don't concentrate on syntax. Anyhow, the next class, tomorrow, I will show how to create test cases. Today, only one sample test case. This login, admin login test case. In detailed explanation chapters, I will show syntax and different types of usage, etc. This is quick tutorial. Selenium test case. Here, to write Selenium test cases, what are the prerequisites? Manual test case is ready. Next, element locators. Element locators required. Next, WebDriver commands for performing element locators. What is the purpose of element locators? To identify, to identify the elements, suppose edit box, button, link, etc. to identify the elements. Next, WebDriver commands perform operations on elements. Next, Java programming. What is the purpose? To enhance test cases. To enhance test cases. Observe first element locators. Prerequisites. Element locators. Example elements. Example for web elements. Suppose link, edit box, button, etc. Next, operations. WebDriver commands for operations on elements. What are the operations? See, example for operations on elements. For example, link is there. Click operation. Click is operation. Suppose edit box is there. Enter a value. For example, checkbox is there. Check. Radio button is there. Select radio button, etc. These are the operations. Next, WebDriver commands perform operations on elements. Next, Java programming to enhance test cases. Enhancing means inserting verification points, adding comments, next error handling, etc. Okay. Next, here, just a minute. Element locators I will explain later. Just see, in this navigation I am going to operate 3 elements. Username edit box, operation is enter a value, password edit box, entering a value, next login button, click operation. Next, we need to inspect the elements. Just a minute. Suppose object or element. Property or locator. Next, value. Suppose man is object. Property, name. Name is property or locator. See, in QTP we use property term. In Selenium we use locator term, synonyms. In QTP we use object term. In Selenium we use element term. Name, for example, suppose Santosh. Santosh is value. See, one element may have multiple properties. You can use any one unique locator. Suppose I know name Santosh. I can recognize that person using name locator. Suppose in our class 2 Santosh are there. That time I need to take any other unique locator, surname or height or width or color, etc. Suppose another property, height. Suppose 6 feet. This is value. This is general object. Suppose dog is object. Property. Names optional for dogs. Okay, if name available, you can use name. Suppose some ABC. Next, color, some white. Next, weight, some 5 kgs, etc. Now come to software objects. Software objects. Edit box. Edit box. Here for edit box you can use ID or name. Selenium supports 8 element locators, name or any other. Suppose I am taking name locator. First priority, give first priority to name locator. Sorry, ID locator. It is fast to recognize. If ID not available, then choose name or XPath, etc. Suppose name. Name is email. Suppose button. Suppose for button ID available. Suppose TDB1, etc. Say element locator value to identify the element. See, Selenium has to identify the elements on web pages and performing operation on elements. See, this is the structure. See, element locator to identify the element. WebDriver command, perform operation on element. Java programming to insert verification points, error handling, adding comments, etc. Okay, go to this one. Launch this one. Create Java class. We don't concentrate on this test case syntax. We will discuss in detailed practical chapters. Just get a brief idea. Class. Suppose class name admin login. Any meaningful name you can use. You select this main method. Program execution starts from main method. This is our Selenium test case. First, create browser driver. WebDriver. Just a minute. D capital letter. Sensitive. WebDriver. Driver. You can use any name. Instead of driver, you can use ABCD XYZ. But use standard names. Driver equals to new Firefox driver, open close parenthesis, semicolon. Observe. First import this one. Import WebDriver. Next, import Firefox driver. What is the functionality of this statement or step? What is the functionality of this step? It launches the browser with blank URL. It launches the Firefox browser with blank URL. Next, see here, creating driver instance, creating Firefox browser driver instance in WebDriver interface. If it is Chrome driver, if it is IE, Internet Explorer driver, see, that we will discuss later. See, what is the meaning of this syntax? Creating Mozilla Firefox browser driver in WebDriver interface. See, what is the functionality of this step? It launches the browser with blank URL. Run the program, run this partial code, observe Sridevi, browser launched na blank URL. Next step, driver dot get. This is get is WebDriver command. Driver dot get. You take that URL. Just a minute. Okay. Next, enter a value into edit box. Say first inspect the element, take the ID take the element locator. Say place mouse pointer on the page and right click, inspect element. See, Mozilla Firefox having built-in feature called page inspector for inspecting elements. For IE and Chrome browsers also built-in tools available, developer tools. You take this mouse pointer and show the username, edit box, observe bottom, Madhavi, name ID locator not available, name locator available na? What is the name locator value? What is the name locator value?
Username, yeah.
Username. Next, password. What is the password also name locator available, ID not available. You can use any one unique locator. Password. Next, login button. For login button ID available na? Observe this blue color marking.
Yes, sir.
ID. What is the ID? ID value.
Login.
ID value. Just a minute. Observe Sridevi, what is the ID locator value? ID equals to, observe, bottom, left side bottom, marking is there na?
Button, sir.
Button
TDB1.
Tag, TDB1.
Okay. TDB1.
TDB1. Observe this password, name equals to password, username, name equals to username, login, ID equals to TDB1. Sridevi, that button is tag name, not ID.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Say driver dot find element. This is WebDriver command. By built-in class, by dot element locator name is name value is username dot send keys. This is also WebDriver command. Input data admin. Observe in this 12th line, this step, first half, selected one, recognizing or identifying the element. Next, send keys, remaining line, performing operation on that element. In this line, we have two WebDriver methods. Find element for identifying the element. Next, send keys, entering a value into that element. Next, see anyhow it is quick tutorial. Later we will discuss each and every concept in detailed manner. Find element, by dot name of name value password, values case sensitive. Next, send keys, our input data admin at 123. Okay, next step, Okay, you execute this partial code, run the program. See, entered username into 8 box, password into password 8 box. Okay, next, click login button, driver dot find element. We already inspected that element. By dot ID available, ID value is TDB1. Next, here operation on buttons, click operation, click. Okay, normal steps over. After login, capture the URL. URL is string type data. Take one string variable, string URL equals to driver dot get current URL. This is also WebDriver command. Next, verification point. If URL dot, just a minute. If URL dot equals within double quotes, you provide that expected. Where is that expected? Just a minute. Open curly braces. Next, just a minute. You can write any meaningful message. Suppose admin login successful, status of the result passed. Next, close this one, else SYSO control space enter short form for output statement. Admin login unsuccessful, failed. Just a minute. Next, after verification, close the browser. Driver dot close. Okay, now run the program. Test case, Selenium test case. Observe Santosh, what is the output?
Login successful.
Successful. Suppose intentionally use invalid input for negative testing. Suppose instead of admin I am using invalid input. This time it has to fail. Run the test case. Execute the test case. Observe Santosh. This time admin login unsuccessful, failed na?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. See, it is simple test case. Observe, run the program once again. This time it will pass. See, executing, passed. Okay. Just try to identify the keywords. In this test script, we used element locators, WebDriver commands, and Java programming features also. See, observe this driver. This is browser object. What is this get? WebDriver command. Find element. WebDriver command. What is this name, Arti? Name
Element locator
element locator. What is this username?
is the input
Not input.
input value.
Locator value.
Locator value. Yeah.
Locator value. Send keys. WebDriver command. Admin. Input data. Okay na? Next we use if condition. Next the string also belongs to Java. Just a minute. Selenium WebDriver test case. Next come to third topic. General topic. What is the third topic? WebDriver web elements and operation on web elements. General topic. Say we need to familiar with software objects, web objects and operations on those objects. See what are the important objects or elements in web environment? Browser, page. See browser, page. For browser, no element locators required. For page also, using browser driver object, we can handle browsers and pages. Multiple browsers also. Browsers and pages. Next, remaining elements. For remaining elements, element locators required. For browser and page, no element locators required. Why? Using driver object we can handle. Next, edit box. Powerful object in the web. Link. Can you tell me, Sridevi? List out the web elements. You need to familiar with web elements and operations on web elements in order to automate web applications. List out the web elements or objects. Edit box, link. Say yes or no. Don't be in silent mode. Suleiman.
No, sir.
Suleiman.
Yes. Yes.
Tell me. List out the web elements. Edit box.
Okay. Edit
Link.
box.
Button,
Button.
Link. Button.
image,
Text
Image.
area.
Pardon?
Text area.
Text area.
Yeah. Image
Checkbox.
and
Radio button.
checkbox.
Drop down box. List box. Combo box. Web table. Frame. See, not only in Selenium, usually we browse internet na. In any web application you can find these elements. See image objects. We have three types of images. General image. Next, image link. Next, image button. Next, text area. Suppose error messages or any headings. Those are text areas. Next, checkbox. Next, radio button. Next, drop down box. Just a minute. Drop down box. drop down box, list box, next combo box, next web table, next frame, etc. See, these are the important web elements. Observe, browser. Okay, these are the web elements. Just a minute. Web elements. Next, operations on web elements. Operations on web elements. Suppose browser. What are the important operations on browser, Prithvipal? Operations on browser. Krishna Chaitanya, operations on browser.
Opening browser, closing.
Increase the volume, low voice. Increase the clarity.
Opening browser.
Launch the browser.
Yeah.
Launch
Close
browser. That is one operation. Next, navigate to so and so URL. Next, navigate back, navigate forward, refresh the browser. Next, close browser. Okay, now Madhavi, tell me the important operations on browser.
Navigate the browser.
First, launch the browser.
Launch the browser.
Next, launch the browser. Navigate to so and so URL. Next, navigate
back and forward arrows.
Navigate back to previous URL. Next, navigate forward.
Yeah.
Next,
To the current URL.
refresh the browser. Next, close the browser. Okay, na?
Browser.
Next,
Yes,
page.
Minimize and maximize.
Pardon?
Minimize and maximize.
Yes. Minimize, maximize, full screen also operations. Say I explained important operations. Minimize the browser, maximize the browser. Next, full screen also operations. Say, observe once again, browser, important operations on browser element, browser object. Important operations on browser object. Launch the browser, navigate to particular URL, navigate back, navigate forward. Next, refresh the browser. Next, close the browser. Next, page. See here, get page title, get page URL, etc. Next, suppose link. Can you tell me, Sridevi, what are the important operations on link element? Primary operation is click na.
Click, sir.
Next.
And check that the link is working on. I mean,
just a minute. Just
working
a minute.
on. I mean, it is link is
exist or not?
yes, exist or not.
Just a minute. I will provide brief notes also. Anyhow, I will send fair notes. Launch browser, navigate to specified URL, next navigate back, next, navigate forward, next, refresh, next, close browser, etc. Next page, written, written, page title, next, written, page URL, etc. Next link, primary operation, click.
Click.
Next, check the existence. Check the existence. Next, check enabled status. Link is enabled or not. After enable only you can click enabled status. Etc. Next, button. Button. Saloni, button. What is the primary operation on button?
Click.
Click. Next, here also check existence, or you can say displayed status. Check displayed status. Link is displayed or not. Check displayed status. Next, enabled status. Enabled true means enabled. Enabled false means disabled. Enabled status. Next, written button name, etc. Next, image three. We have three types of images. Observe. Just a minute. Google homepage. See, you can use Page Inspector, built-in feature of Mozilla Firefox browser. Otherwise, you can add this plugin, Firebug plugin. Otherwise, you can use Page Inspector, that is built-in feature. See, show this one. Observe Sridevi. It is image. Here, for images, you can return title, height, width, etc. properties. Return image title, etc. Next, if it is image button, image, general image, general image. Next, just a minute. General image. Next, image button. Image button. Primary operation, click. Next, you can check enabled status. See all general buttons. See image button only for user friendliness. Next, image link. Also click. Just a minute. Just a minute. Suppose this Google is image, static image. Observe Madhuri. This Google logo is image now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Next, suppose Selenium HQ. Just a minute. Here observe Selenium IDE. This is just text area. This is just text area. Here under this text area one image is there na. SE. Can you view this one? Sridevi, can you view this
Yes,
image?
sir.
This is
Yes, sir.
this is image link. Click this link. It is redirecting to another page now.
Yes, sir.
Next, suppose just a minute. Just a minute. Mercury Tours. Here observe sign in. This is image button. Click this one. Okay, you didn't enter username and password. Image button. The submit also image button. Observe just a minute. Take the mouse pointer and show this button. Observe Arti. Bottom. What is the type of type of element?
Submit.
Type of element. Type equal to
Image.
Image.
Sorry,
Image.
image. But it is button. Image button. Image button. Go to this previous one. This sign in also image button. Just a minute. Show this sign in. Observe Santosh. What is the type of image? Type of element?
Image.
Image. Say general image, image button, image link. Okay. Next, observe. Text area. Text area. Next, error message. Error message. All of you put mute. For example, Google Gmail home. Observe Saloni. One account all of Google. What is this element?
Text area.
Text area. Next, observe. Click next button. Please enter your email in red color text. What is this? What is this element?
Error message.
Error message. What are the important operations on text area? Written text area. Sometimes we need to compare with expected. Correct headings or not. Next, this one. Error message. Written or capture. Error message. See, in negative testing, we need to capture error messages and compare with the expected message. Written error message, etc. Next, 7. For example, radio button. radio button. For radio button also, first displayed status, check displayed status means radio button exists or not. Displayed status true means element exists, false means not exist. Next, enabled status. Suppose element exists but in disabled state. Element exists, enabled state. Enabled true means enabled, enabled false means disabled. Next, select radio button, etc. Just a minute, I will show one radio button. Observe Praveen Rao. Here male, female radio buttons are there now in this web form, registration form.
Yes, sir.
Here,
Yes, sir.
what is the status of male radio button status? Displayed status true, enabled status also true, but selected status, selected or unselected? Not selected.
Unselected. Yes.
Select. This is select one operation. Okay. Next, checkbox. Checkbox. What are the important operations? Check displayed status, enabled status, select. Next, unselect, unselect, etc. Next, check selected status also. Check selected status. Next, drop down box. Drop down box. See, check displayed status, enabled status. Next, what is the primary operation on drop down box? Madhuri. Primary operation on drop down box. Here, country drop down is there. Suppose I'm selecting
Selecting from the list.
India. Select an item. Okay, now
Yes, sir.
select.
Yes, sir.
Select an item. Next, get items count. Items count, etc. Next, list box also same, but one difference is there in between drop down box and list box. What is the difference? In list box we can select one or more items. In drop down box single item at a time, but you can change the item one item at a time. If it is list box, one or more items. Next, combo box. What is the functionality of combo box? Prithvi Pal Singh.
Yes, sir.
Combo box means
Hello.
what is the functionality of combo box?
Don't know, sir.
Can you tell me, Krishna Chaitanya? Combo box.
Click,
Pardon?
click
Click. You click combo boxes.
on the side of the button. We click it, sir.
Combo box.
Select, sir. Select an item.
Select an item. In drop down box also same now. Select an item. Then what is the specialty of combo box? Combo box equal to drop down box plus edit box. Getting? Suppose in our drop down 10 items are there. You can select any one item. Suppose if it is combo box, you can select any one item from available items. Suppose your item not available, you can type new item. Getting? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got it, sir.
Prithvipal, getting this point?
Yes, sir. Sir. So in Dropbox we cannot type, sir. We
Yes.
have to select
Drop down box,
only
you
available items.
cannot type new item. You can choose any one item from available items. But if it is combo box, suppose cities information is there, cities list is there, your city not available in that list, you can type your city. That is combo box. Combo box equal to drop down box plus edit box.
Edit box.
Next, what is the difference between drop down box and list box?
So list box we can select many more than one items.
More than one item. One or more items. You
Yes.
can select one item or two items or three items.
More items.
See, drop down box, list box, combo box. All are similar type of elements. Drop down box, you can select one item at a time. List box, you can select one or more items. Next, combo box, you can select any one item from available items, or you can type new item. Okay na?
Okay, sir. Got it, sir.
Okay. Next, web table. Web table, or you can say HTML table. Web table. What are the important operations? Return particular cell value, return specified cell value, next return rows count, next columns count, etc. etc. Next, frame. I will show frame. Frames, switch to switch from main window to specified frame. Next, frame to that is top window, means main browser, top window. Say frames, sections of web pages. Frames means sections of web pages. If you want to operate any element in a particular frame, first you need to switch to that frame, then you can operate. In manual testing, no need to switch. Just a minute, I will show an example. Selenium HQ. Suppose Java doc. Observe, suppose another browser, Google. Observe, Praveen Rao, how many frames are there in this Google homepage? How many frames are there? How many sections are there in this web page? Frames means sections of web page. Santosh, how many frames are there in this Google homepage? No frames,
Two.
no sections, only top window. How to get? Observe, launch this Firebug, here fire path, here select this left side bottom, top window. Only top window na, no frames, no
Yeah.
sections in this page. Next, you select this one, this page, Selenium HQ. How many frames?
2, 3.
3 frames. Observe, 4 HTML files. One is for top window, remaining 3 for, observe here, top window, frame. Say, suppose I want to click this org.openqa.selenium link. I want to click this link. If it is manual testing, you can directly click this link. But if it is automation, first you need to switch that particular frame from top window to that frame. After switching to that frame only, you can click that element. You can operate that element, any element. Getting this point, Sridevi, any confusion?
No, sir.
Getting?
Yes, sir, I'm clear, sir.
If you want to operate any element in any frame, first we need to switch to that frame from top window. Then you can operate. But in manual testing, you can directly operate. Okay, anyhow, that I will explain in elements handling in Selenium chapter. Just remember, switch from top window to specified frame. That is one operation. Next, from frame to top window, etc. Okay. Next, any other? We covered maximum now. Pradvipal, any other elements? Browser, page, link, button, image, general image, image button, image link, text area, error message, radio button, checkbox, drop down box. Next, actually, same flavors for this one also.
Combo box.
List box also same, maximum. List box. Next, combo box as like drop down only. Next, web table, or you can say HTML table. Next, frame, etc. Next, observe, Praveen Rao. Observe. Here, observe Praveen Rao, right side top, Gmail link is there now. Next,
sir.
images, next one, symbol is there, Google Apps. What is this element? If you click this one, you can get some items. You can select, suppose I want to go to YouTube. Here select YouTube item, then it will launch youtube.com. What is this one? This is inline elements. It is not separate element. It is just arrangement. One arrangement. It's not separate. Inline elements.
So how do you open this one? So we can
That we
find
will
elements
discuss in
in-
elements handling in Selenium chapter. It is only quick tour.
Okay, sir.
Inline elements. It is not separate element. It is an arrangement. Okay na?
Yes, sir.
Any confusion, Madhavi?
No, sir.
Just recap. 2 minutes. Browser. What are the important operations on browser? Launch browser, close browser, navigate to specified URL, navigate back, navigate forward, etc. Page, return page title, return page URL, etc. Next, button, primary operation on button, click. Link, primary operation on link, click. Radio button, primary operation on radio button, select. Checkbox, primary operation, check. Next, frame, switch to frame from top window and return to top window. Next, web table, return cell value, etc. Next, image, return title, general image. Image link, primary operation, click. Image button, primary operation, click. Drop down box, primary operation, select an item. Okay. Next, come to fourth topic. Fourth topic. What is the fourth topic? Element locators. Element locators. Element locators. See, element we discussed. Observe these three terms. Element. What is the other name for element, Aarti? Another name?
Object.
Object. Next, locator. Other name? Property. It is an attribute of the object which describes the object. Example, name, height, width, etc. Next, value. Next, operation. Remember these four terms. Okay, element locators. What is element locator? It is an address. See, it is an, just a minute. What is element locator? What is element locator? It is an address. It is an address that identifies a web element uniquely within the page. That identifies a web element uniquely within the web page. Within the web page. It is an address that identifies a web element uniquely within the web page. Next, Selenium supports 8 element locators to recognize elements. You can use any one unique locator, not all. Selenium supports 8 element locators. Element locators to recognize or identify elements in web pages. You can use any one locator. Suppose any one locator is enough. Suppose, for example, any one unique locator is enough, then why 8 element locators? See, reason, some elements may not have all locators. Some elements may not have all locators. For example, earlier, this one, in this admin page, just a minute. ID is one locator. Observe for just a minute, HTML. Observe, Prajipal. ID is one locator, name is one locator, tag name is one locator.
Yes, sir.
For this 8 box, No name, no ID locator na.
No ID, sir.
So developers may not provide all locators for all elements. So we have choice 8 locators that Selenium supports. Selenium supports 8 element locators. You can choose any one unique locator. Say some elements may not have all locators. This is one reason. Next, another reason, some element locators only for particular elements. For example, link text element locator is there. Link text only for links. Link text not applicable for buttons, radio button, etc. elements. Link text only for links. Next, partial link text is there. One of the element locator. That is also only for links. See, observe these two reasons. First reason, some element locators may not have all locators, all locators. That is one reason. Second one, some element locators applicable only for particular elements. For example, link text only applicable for link elements. It supports 8 element locators. What are the 8? I will list out. ID, name, next class name, n capital letter, next tag name, n capital, next link text, T capital letter, next partial link text, L capital, T capital, next CSS selector, next XPath. See, these are the 8 element locators. You can choose any one unique locator for any element. Okay na? Madhavi, what are the 8 element locators? Selenium supports 8 element locators. What are the 8 element locators?
Sir, I don't know. I
Just
didn't
now I
remember all of
mentioned
them.
na. Selenium supports 8 element locators. What are they? Why you don't know? Saloni.
I
Yes, sir. ID,
ID,
name, class name, tag name, link text, partial link text, CSS selector, and XPath.
Good. Concentrate, Madhavi. Concentrate. Selenium supports 8 element locators. You can use any one unique locator. But why 8 locators available? Tell me, Prithvipal. Some locators may not available for all elements, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Next, some
Because,
locators only applicable for particular elements. For example,
yes,
link text, partial link text.
and partial link text
These
only for
two
link.
only for link elements, not for other elements like buttons, radio buttons, checkboxes, etc. Okay, na? Next,
Yep.
some elements may not have all locators. For example, earlier I showed that 8 box not having ID. That time we
Only
use name. Okay, na? Next,
Yes, sir.
syntax I will explain. Syntax. Just syntax. All of you put mute. How to use element locators. How to get element locators values? Using page inspector in Mozilla Firefox, using developer tools in Chrome, same developer tools in IE. For Mozilla Firefox, you can download add-on, that plugin available. What is that plugin? Firebug. Otherwise, built-in feature Page inspector is there for inspecting elements. Okay. See, syntax by is built-in class, predefined class, element locator, element locator, of means open bracket, next locator value, locator value. See, I am writing partial syntax. I will show complete syntax also. In previous example, observe up to this one. Example. Another syntax also there that I will explain in handling elements in Selenium chapter. That chapter takes nearly 5 to 6 hours. This one also. Next, I will write a complete syntax, a complete step. This one, you take this one. Observe, Santosh. Here, driver is, what is driver? Browser object. All of you put mute. This driver is browser object. Next, find element. What is the find element, Sridevi? Just try to identify the keyword. I'm not asking functionality. WebDriver command, or you can say method. WebDriver command or method. What is this by? This is built-in class, predefined class for element locators. By built-in class. Next, what is that name? What is that name, Sridevi, in this line? Name. Element locator. Element locator. Arti, what is this username?
Object identification.
I'm not asking the functionality. Try to identify this.
It's a value.
Value. Locator value.
Locator value, yes.
Locator value. Next, what is this send keys? Send keys also same. WebDriver command or method for operation. Next, Suleiman, what is this admin?
Value 2.
Not value 2. Input data. Value only, but input data. First one, locator value. See, difference is there. This username is locator value. This admin is input value, input data. Okay, na?
Okay.
See, this is brief idea about element locators. Next, come to last topic. WebDriver commands. WebDriver commands. Say, I will introduce important WebDriver commands. Important WebDriver commands. Concentrate, Praveen Rao. Important WebDriver commands.
Yes, sir.
Get, get command, small letters. Get method or command. What is get? Opens a specified URL in the browser window. Opens a specified URL in the browser window. Browser window. Example. We already do this one. This one. Specified URL. Next, get title. Get title. What is get title method or command? Returns current URL of the browser. Get title returns the browser title. Returns the browser title. Just a minute. Just a minute. Suppose Google homepage. Google homepage. Next, return title. Suppose string page title. Otherwise, you can directly display equal to driver dot get page get title. Get title. If you want to display, you can display. Page title. Run the program. Launch browser. Next, navigate to Google. Next, return title. Google. Observe Praveen Rao. Return na.
Yes, sir.
Just a minute. Next, get current URL. Get current URL. C capital, U capital. Get current URL. What is the functionality of this method? Get current URL. Returns current URL of the browser. Returns current URL of the browser. Suppose string URL driver dot get current URL semicolon URL. Run the program. Just a minute, I will use close method also. Run the program. Observe URL. Next, navigate to navigate open and close parenthesis dot option. to, navigate to. This is option. Loads a new page, loads a new page in the current browser window. Current browser window. Suppose first I launched Google home page, then navigate to driver dot type n, select navigate dot to, next specify the URL. Suppose navigate to Yahoo. First Google, then Yahoo. Run the program. Google, next navigate to Yahoo. Oh, I closed the browser, that's why. Observe, just a minute. Just a minute. First Google, then navigate to Yahoo. Run the program. Closed. Observe. Praveen Rao, last URL Yahoo na?
Yes, sir.
Next, navigate back. Navigate back. Just a minute. Navigate open and close parenthesis dot option back. What is the functionality? It moves a single item back in the browser history. It moves a single item back in the browser history. Browser history. Just a minute. First Google, next navigate to Yahoo, again navigate back. Driver dot navigate dot back. What is the final URL? Santosh, what is the final URL? First launching Google, then navigate to Yahoo, next back. What is the final URL?
Google.
Run the program. Google, Yahoo, again Google. Next, navigate forward. Just a minute. Navigate, open and close parenthesis, forward. What is the functionality? It moves single item forward in the browser history. Just a minute. It moves single item forward. Single item forward. Next step, driver dot navigate dot forward. Now tell me, Madhavi, what is the final URL? First launching Google, navigate to Yahoo, next back, forward. What is the final URL?
Yahoo.
Yahoo. Run the program. Yahoo, Google, Yahoo, again Google, again Yahoo. Next, refresh. It refreshes the browser. What is that one? Navigate dot refresh. Refreshes the current web page. Current web page. Suppose driver dot navigate dot type R, select refresh, run. Again refresh. This is the example. Next, close. Close. What is the close? Close method or command. Closes the focused browser. Closes the focused browser. Close quit method also there, that I will explain in elements handling in Selenium chapter. Just close. Closes the focused browser. Just driver dot close. Driver dot close. First launch the Google Home, then close the browser. Okay, close. Next, methods on elements. Last 5 minutes. Find element. Find element. What is the functionality? Finds the first element within the current page using given locator. Finds the first element. First element within the current page. Just a minute. Element within the current page using given locator. Locator. See, earlier we used na in that login, admin login. There I used find element. Where is the test case? Observe. Next, suppose in Google Home, click on that Gmail link, driver dot find element by dot link text. Link text value is Gmail. Operation click. Run the program. First launch Google, then click on Gmail link, then it redirects to Gmail home. What is the problem? Suppose you click on this images link. What is the problem? Just a minute. Clicking this images link. Now Google image. All of you put mute. Next. See last for 4 minutes. Next, send keys. Send keys. We already used. Pradipal, what is the functionality of send keys method?
So operation on element.
Okay, enter functionality. Enters a value. Enters a value into edit box. Edit box. Okay, now just a minute. Launch this Gmail page. Gmail page. There one edit box is there. Just a minute. Run the program. Run this partial code. See, avoid the disturbance. Put mute. What is the problem? Not found. Gmail.com. Run the program. Okay. In this enter a value into this edit box. Enter a value.
Find the element first.
First find the element. Suppose Gmail. Right click. Inspect element. Take mouse pointer. Show the edit box. ID is there. ID email. Observe left side bottom. Blue color marking. Pradipal.
Yes, sir. ID. Yes, sir,
ID value is email.
Yep.
Just a minute.
Driver dot find element.
Driver dot find element by dot ID.
ID value email.
ID value email. Dot send keys. Suppose India at 1 2 suppose India 1 2 3. Any value, just run the program. See India 1 2 3 and entered.
Yes, sir.
Send keys method. Next, clear method. See last 3 minutes, clear method. What is the functionality? It clears the value from edit box. Clears the value. from edit box. See, first enter the value, then wait some time. Suppose just for understanding, thread.sleep. Suppose wait 3000 milliseconds means 3 seconds. After that, driver dot, okay, you select this statement. Clear. Run the program. See Gmail home launching. Enter India 123. Observe. Entered India 123. Next cleared. Praveen Rao, did you observe? Clear. Next, click. 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 Clicks an element. Element. Usually we use this method for links, buttons, etc. Suppose after launching the Gmail, click the next button. Next button. This button ID is available. ID next. Can you view this one, Madhavi? Observe left side bottom.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
ID equal to next now. Observe
ID
selected
equal
area,
to next,
marking
sir.
area.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you click this ID, if you click this next button without entering email, it will show error message. Okay, forget about that. Our intention is click this next button. Driver dot find element by dot ID of ID value next dot operation click. Run the program. See clicked. See it is showing error message.
Yes,
Just a minute. Next, last three important methods. One is displayed, is displayed. Next, is enabled, is enabled. Next, is selected. See, is displayed checks the existence of the element. Checks the element existence. Element existence. Next, checks enabled status. Enabled status. True or false. Next, checks selected status. Selected status. Also same, true or false. True means enabled, false means disabled. True means selected, false means unselected. Here displayed, true means exist, false means not exist. First, displayed status. You check this same next button dot is displayed. It returns true or false boolean result. See, boolean, suppose a equal to, or okay, enabled, what is that, displayed status. What is the expected output, Pradvipal? Run the program.
True.
Displayed not true.
True, sir. By default, true, sir. Yes.
True. Observe.
Yep.
Just a minute. Next, enabled status. Enabled status. Suppose here edit box is there now. I want to check the enabled status of this edit box. What is that edit box? We used not this one. Send keys. This one. Enabled status of email edit box is enabled. True. Run the program. Expected true. True. See next, last example. Last one. Selected. Just a minute. Checkbox required. Just a minute. Create an account link. You use this URL, direct URL. Next, in this page, check this checkbox status. Here, newsletter checkbox. First, inspect this element. Name is there. Name locator. What is the name locator value? Newsletter. Just a minute. Driver dot find element by dot name value dot is select. Just a minute. Dot is selected. Observe Sridevi, what is the expected output? This newsletter not selected now.
Yes, sir.
What is the expected output? Selected means true.
True.
Unselected means false. What is the expected output?
False,
Why you are thinking false? False. Launching that page. False now.
Yes, sir.
Next check that checkbox. Check means click. Just a minute. Check that one. Check means click operation. Dot click. Next, again check that one. Suppose A equal to status. What is the second status?
True, sir.
True. Observe. False, true. Expected outputs. First launching checked. See false, true. Just a minute. Okay. These are the important WebDriver commands or methods. See, anyhow, it is quick tour. In this Selenium WebDriver quick tutorial session, we discussed 5 topics. What are the 5 topics? First one, introduction to Selenium WebDriver. Next, Selenium WebDriver environment setup and write first Selenium test case. Next, web elements and operations on web elements, general topic. Next, element locators in Selenium. Next, WebDriver commands, important WebDriver commands. I'm going to close the session. Any queries? Prithvipal, any queries?
No, sir.
What about you, Madhavi?
I'm good, sir. Thank you.
Welcome. Aarti?
No, I'm good. Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Krishna Chaitanya?
I'm good, sir.
Okay. Next, Madhuri.
No questions, sir.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Praveen Rao?
No, sir. Thank you.
Welcome. Saloni?
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Santosh?
I'm good, sir. Thank you.
Welcome. Suleiman?
I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, welcome. Sridevi?
No questions, sir. Thank you.
Okay, welcome. Okay, we'll meet tomorrow, same time. Thank you.